I doing? Hair looking crazy. Nah, but I was on Instagram and I was talking about losses. So like this is just for like people that like want to glorify the streets or like, you know, like if you just see all that stuff on the internet and you always see shit that's popping trending. But I'm letting you know, bro, like it's not worth it. Like don't think that just because you see street niggas, some of them want to get away from that shit. Like they're moving out of their cities once they get money, to live somewhere better because if they stay there, they're not gonna survive. There's people there that don't want to see them shine. And once you start to like revolve as a person and you start looking at life differently, a lot of people don't want to see that. Or they're upset because y'all could have went y'all's whole lives being on the same level and then some people just elevate, they figure it out. So I'm just letting you know, bro, like it's okay if your time takes longer than somebody else's. Like me, I already know my time's gonna take longer than somebody else who's popping right now, who might make 4 or 5 videos and fucking go viral. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of losses that come in the streets, bro. Like you'll lose friends, you'll lose families, you'll see people die that are close to you, you know? Like there's a lot of trauma that comes with this shit. Like a lot of people thinking that this shit is just a fun, like it's a game. Like, nah, bro. A lot of these people really fighting for their lives every day. And and me being a product of my environment, just being in foster care, taken away from my family at a very young age, like at 5 years old, and going through the system, being with all sorts of type of families, white families, black families, whatever. Like I had to take I took a L at a young age, man, and just due to my parents being in the streets, trying to learn how to survive, them being young ones, not understanding how life was gonna go for them. So, and then me getting older, getting help, whatever, but ending up back out in the streets. But you know what I did? I didn't never wanted to be looked at as that, not that type of dude. Like I want to be intelligent, I want to be smart, I want to carry myself proper, man. And just because I talk a certain way doesn't mean I'm white or like I'm not a white man trapped in a black man's body. I don't talk like I'm white, I don't dress like I'm white. I hate when people sit there and they try to point that narrative just because you don't want to be one of them type of black people. But I'm letting you know that it's okay, bro. Like me, I'm picking up a camera trying to do YouTube, do Instagram, do TikTok, start a business, cut hair, fucking be a trash man. Anything that can get you a real legit job that keeps you out of trouble. It is okay to have a 9 to 5. I feel like streamers and all these other people have made it okay just to be on the internet all day. But what if that shit don't pop off for you? Like you gotta have a backup plan. You still gotta eat. You still gotta provide for yourself. But don't give up the dream. I feel like if you want to do this, like this can be your side hustle, but make sure that you still making a source of income. And you know what? I have a regular 9 to 5 job. I'm a cashier for at a seafood place. Like I serve people. I do whatever they ask me to do. But in order for me to get to where I want to on this platform, I have to keep busting my ass. I got to invest into myself and you got to take sacrifices, but the right sacrifices. Don't take the wrong sacrifices to where you ended up losing your life trying to be something that you're not, or you're trying to roll with a crowd where, these people grow up in that environment. They know how to maneuver. Don't don't be a late bloomer trying to learn how to maneuver and get yourself in a position. I try to get myself out of the position. I know a lot of people who come from there that change their life, or I have a lot of friends that stay like that, but I have always been myself. I've always just carried myself. All I do is try to be an intelligent dude, and I smoke weed. I used to drink a lot, but I had to let that go because I just felt like it wasn't for me. But anytime that I've come around any street nigga, I've always been honest about my life. Just being in the streets, just like in foster system, losing my parents. Like I put a lot of dudes on games that maybe, when my friends have kids and I try to tell them like it's not worth it because I lost my parents due to bad decisions and stuff like that. So I just come on here just to put game. I just want to put niggas on game, bro. But like it's okay if you considered weird, if you're considered a nerd, whatever, like stick with that. As long as you staying alive and you staying out the way, you gonna live a good life and you can still be a great man. That's the only thing that matters once you become older, bro. You wanna be a great man. You don't wanna do a lot of bad stuff or be associated with bad things because over a course of time, that's what people always gonna remember. And imagine if you really are trying to change your life, but it's like people won't let go of all that fucked up shit you did to them. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know, like, it's okay. It's okay to be positive, to be nice, to be a genuine dude. Just know when people are crossing the line, when you feel disrespected. But I'm letting you know, man, don't ever think just because you see something on Instagram, on Twitter/X, Facebook, TikTok, whatever y'all be on, Snapchat, like, bro, all of this is for show. Now, a lot of people, some people, some people really got it like that. Some people got it out the mud, but a lot of this shit is it's just all for show. It's like a fantasy. You lose your self-esteem just scrolling on this shit, bro, wondering why your life isn't like that, or you try to create image because you see that shit popping. But it's all good, man. Sometimes it's just gonna take longer than other people, but you don't have to be in the streets, man. And if you're trying to get out of the streets, just know that maybe you just need to take you a trip, save money, and get out for a day or two and see the world. And it might give you a different perspective on your life, man. And me being able to do that at a young age, being on a plane at 19 years old, being able to live in different states from when I left California, living in Tennessee, Florida, and now Texas, majority of my life. But like, I got to see the world at a very young age, and I always knew from the time that I was taken away from my family that the world was bigger than what I ever imagined. And I've done a lot of things in a short period of time, from being a kid up to being an adult now. And there's a lot of dreams and aspirations that I haven't met, but I felt like certain situations really saved my life. Like from even when my birth mom, her not being able to take care of me, all the stuff that she probably did in the streets that led up to me being separated from them. But I feel like I want to break that generational curse, man. So me being able to teach myself everything about reading, learning about health, trying to be active, everything, I feel like I already broke that cycle. I feel like right now I'm trying to build a solid foundation for myself as a man. Only 2.5 years from being 30. So now I'm trying to put my foot on the gas. I'm trying to figure out what's my pinnacles that I'm trying to reach that can help me for a lifetime, bro. And I don't want to be a street nigga. And I've been struggling my whole life. I've been outside, and I've always wanted to do better for myself. And I honestly truly believe that I'll become a greater man, and I'll live a longer life staying out the way and not being involved in no bullshit. And even 1 minute can change your life for years, bro. You being upset, mad, just cheating, whatever you do, stealing, like, all you need is literally 60 seconds for it to fuck up everything. So I'm letting you know, like, whatever you're passionate about, you gotta stick with it. You're not gonna get support at first. It's gonna get hard. You might fail a couple times, you might lose money, but as long as you're waking up and you're still passionate about that dream, I think it will fall into place. But don't let nobody trick you out of your position. Don't let nobody trick you out of a position that you might make for yourself. And the streets will do that, bro. I feel like even back in the 80s and 90s, America loves the criminal, and that's what we grew up in culture-wise. Just like everybody loved the drug dealer or the athletes, anybody who's like the man. And like dudes that maybe were plumbers or had legit jobs 30-20 years ago, they're considered losers, when they're hardworking men putting food on the table still. But that's what it's about. It's not about trapping. I understand if you got to do what you got to do. Some niggas got to do what they got to do. Doesn't mean that it lasts forever. They do what they got to do to get themselves out of that position. But I'm saying don't do it just because it looks fun. That's how you end up getting yourself killed. That's why a lot of rappers are getting killed. That's why a lot of people are overdosing on drugs and all this other stuff, because I'm trying to tell y'all it's not worth it, bro. The wrong things are being glorified. But I want to come on here and I'm trying to change that narrative, bro. Especially being a young black African-American male, bro. Like, yeah, I'm light-skinned complected, but I'm still one of them dudes that went through that struggle, but I just never wanted to be that. I always knew that I was smart. I always knew that I had knowledge. So I think that's okay, bro. And you know what? I've been called square. I've been called a square. I've been called a sherm. They try to call me a wuss. They make fun of me, all this shit, but I'm not locked up and I'm out here free. I wake up and I have a job. I'm in a relationship. You feel me? I have a woman and like I'm cool with that. And you know what? Like I ain't never had nobody try to take. Well, I had somebody try to take my life before, but that was due to a fight. But like I haven't had a lot of niggas be trying to take my life. I feel like I can go outside and I can't look. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I don't have to feel like I'm in a toxic environment. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. But and even if you can't get out of a situation that you're in, just take it one day at a time. Like get you a job or get you that scholarship or work harder at that sport so you can get out of the hood, bro. You don't have to be there. And you know, you might be able to change the perspective if you do it. Because at first it looks weird and people might question and make fun of you. But if they see results out of what you're doing, bro, they're gonna stand behind it every time. And I honestly believe that. But there's always that one, bro. There's always that one, male or female, there's always that one that comes out of the hood and they make it, bro. And that's what it's about. So I just want to come on here and speak on that. This is just a quick video, but just stay true to yourself, bro. Always be yourself. And I feel like that will get you farther in life. I feel like you don't have to go on the internet and try to imitate something that you're not. Just because you see it might get a lot of views, but these people might not be the same people off of this shit, bro. So I'm coming on here just to speak on that. But yeah, but as long as you're waking up every day, you already won. Remember that too. But, you know, we're working on trying to be great men and women in this world. That's what it's about. It's about leaving your legacy to where people always remembered that you were a loving person. You were always caring. That you want people to speak highly of you if today was your last day. That's what it's about. We're here to change lives. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope everybody's out there being safe. And maybe this video, maybe it can change your perspective, but that's pretty much it, man. Y'all have a good day. Deuce.